So now we're on the roof, and over your patio they have a 90-weight hot mopped roof, and so this is the way we like to see it. And we also like to see the spill out here of tar, so we know we have a good seal here. Now this might be a repair here. These here, there's some, it's going to be a little loose here, you can see, and missing some rocks. So I'm going to estimate that this roof is probably about 10 years old, and it'll last 12 to 15 years, so you got another 4 years or so on this roof. And it is a patio roof, and so if it leaks, it's not the end of the world. There's a nice slope to it, so it might shed water, and you may be able to go more than 5 years on it. There are some signs of some ponding, and that means water sits here when it gets wet, and when it evaporates, it doesn't shed, it deteriorates the roof that much faster. So I'll just take some more photos here. Got that. This is a 3-tab type of composition roof, so you may even get more than 25 years out of it. And the satellite guys always like to mount these things on the bolts right through the roof. So you may want to get a roofer up here to seal these bolts so there's water won't get down through into your attic. And these ridge caps are ventilation. You see they're up a little higher here, so the heat from your attic will actually come out through the top of your roof. So that's a nice way of doing roof. We don't actually see that very much, but it does work very well. So the more you can get the heat out of your attic, the more comfortable your house is going to be. So they have a transite pipe for your water heater. They have a newer steel pipe exhaust for your furnace. And then we're going to look at the front of the house roof, and that looks in good shape. There's some trees that may later on grow high enough for their branches might be on the scratching the roof. And I'll bring the camera around, and as you can see, there's no gutter at this roof line. It doesn't rain that much, but today it is raining, so I'm going to have to get down off the roof. This is about ready to break loose. So this house is very organized, and they've gone to the even extreme to put this panel board over covering the water heater and the furnace here. So I had to take that down to get to it. Both units. We like to think, there's a criteria we follow. It has to be readily accessible. So on the report I'll be mentioning that. But it does make a clean garage the way they had it tricked out. The furnace, the way you change the filter is the bottom here is a 16 by 25. And there's a door here that that fits on the bottom here, and then I'm going to put the covers back on. Missing a sediment trap at the gas line here, and we like to see a moisture detector here on your secondary. And so the unit is 2014, or 13, excuse me. So it's a new unit, new furnace. And I haven't been up to the attic yet to see if they have new ducts. The water heater is just on the gas line, needs a sediment trap here as well. And the sediment trap's used to pick up any dirt or particles in the gas line. They do have a gas drip pan to pick up any water that drips. And this thing was replaced in 2004, and it typically lasts 10 years. And the vent up here goes into one of these transite asbestos pipe, and the manufacturer requires steel pipe all the way up. Most times we still see the old transite because the plumbers are not allowed to touch asbestos products, and that's what you have. And then here's the vent cap, and you see this supply line here is supposed to be insulated. This one here is already insulated. So, and the material they use for the drain pipe here is a PVC, and we can't use it for this application. A couple of things here. The next to the water heater, they have we like to see the red and black buttons, the GFIs for these outlets. And then also I noticed some open wiring here, splices. This should all be done in a junction box. And so it's right next to the strap here, so you can see where that could be a problem. So this is Greg Noyes Pacific West home inspection with tip number 480 on wiring. When I was checking out the water heater in this house, I found some open splices, electrical splices, and one of the wires is right against the slice of the strap here, so it moved around a little bit more and shorted out. You could have serious problems because you'd electrify your water heater, and water does carry electricity, so you could be shocked when taking a shower. So we like to see all splices, wire splices, in a junction box, protected from any serious hazards. Again, this is Greg Noyes, Pacific West Home Inspections with tip number 480. This is Greg Noyes, Pacific West Home Inspections. Today I'm doing a house in Simi Valley, and it's Sunday, February 22nd. It's Oscar night, and so you have a video to watch while you look at the Oscars. Anyway, I want to go over how to shut off the different utilities. At the very front of the house is your water line, and it's all copper. And this valve here is your shut off. You just turn it sideways and it shuts off. It's the type of valve we like to see. And got a pressure regulator, and it's missing we call it pressure relief valve. And the hose bib is missing another part. It's called a anti-siphon device. So that would be all in your report. The grade in front here is up a little too high. We like to see the grade against the house 6 inches below the framing of the house. And over time they raise this planter bed up a little too high. It's brick veneer, stucco, and then they have looks like a hardy board siding type of siding on it. And today we came in looking for the furnace, and the water heater is behind this panel board, so I'm going to have to take that down and get to it. We're going to go to the back of the house and look for the gas meter and the main electrical panel. At the rear of the garage, we find the electrical panel. It's a newer panel. It's a 200 amp service panel, so there's plenty of power for your needs for a two-bedroom house. And the labeling, there's no descriptive labeling on this, and so that's you'd like to get that done or upgraded. Over to the side we have your air conditioner. It's a Timstar, and it looks like it's 08, so that's 7 years old, and it is a 3.5 ton. So, and against by International ICP, and they do the Timstar, and it's not attached to the pad here, which we have to see. And behind your cactus plant is your gas meter, so you may want to cut this back so you can get to your the shutoff valve. So let's see if I can get here without getting there's a little tang in the valve down there. You turn it 90 degrees, so you'll need a wrench, and that will handle that. Your dryer vent coming out of the garage area is missing a flap door. Mice and rodents can go up through the pipe there into the house. They have storage facilities out back here, and then they have this wraparound patio, and I'll climb the roof here in a minute. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, they have this entertainment house. You got the barbecue, refrigerator, a little burner here for your beans, and so it's very, very nice, very pleasant. And you got a conversation fire pit here, maybe. I don't think there's any gas to it, but you can put logs in it. If you can burn wood here, on those days you can. And we'll bring the camera around and you can see your whole backyard. Satellite dish on the roof, masonry brick chimney with a rain cap. And you have a composition shingle roof and a 90-pound cap sheet on your patio overhang. So I guess the next thing we should do is climb the roof. And I had the ladder set up in front of the house.